the proper support from the executives, the top management, senior management has to be there for the development team. Coming to other methods which are used currently and becoming more and more popular. One is Kanban. This Kanban is actually come from the Toyota best practices. The best practices. It's basically what it means is it's a sort of a visual board. What it means is when work is in progress in the manufacturing floor, some of the inventory items gets will be waiting and they will get piled up. So more and more inventory items gets piled up on the shop floor. It is waste. So you should not have excess inventory. You should have just enough inventory what is necessary to build the particular product. Let's say build a car. Okay. And also the time spent in producing that excess inventory could be used somewhere else. So the Kanban, what it tells is it limits your work in progress. It tells you limit the items what is necessary and pull them as and when you need it. Don't keep everything in stock and use them. Only just in time delivery, just in time what is needed, you use it for your activities. What is the main advantage in software development? Why this Kanban is becoming popular in software development is there are some I don't say disadvantage, some amount of constraints, sometimes limitations in time boxed iterations like extreme programming and Scrum methodologies. Because the short time box iterations need to be short. You cannot have anything more than 4 weeks. Whatever you plan has to be within 1 and 4 weeks. And if particular feature or certain things has to be delivered beyond 4 weeks, either it has to be broken and split into smaller functionalities. Sometimes some feature could be such that it is so complex, the team may not be able to split it to fit inside the time box. So in that case, the time box cannot be extended and the feature will take more time. So making the smaller the feature in the time box iteration becomes difficult. It has some challenge. Okay, so thinking the development items to be small is one of the challenges in time boxed iterations. And what happens is in time boxed iteration, because the software has to be working and the working software has to be demonstrated at the end of the sprint. So there are chances testers race in the later stages of the development time and quality might get suffered. So the Kanban approach drops the time boxed iteration and it favors the focus on continuous flow. There will be a continuous flow. Till you finish the activity, you will not stop. You don't bother about a 1 week, 4 week iteration and split your feature. Whatever amount that feature, whatever time it takes, you go in that flow and you focus more on workflow rather than time box iterations. So to tell Kanban in nutshell, first of all you have to visualize the workflow. That means split your work into pieces. Write each item on a card. You have a Kanban cards. These are all Kanban cards. You write on each Kanban card what you are supposed to do. Whether the item is in analysis phase, the item is in development phase, item is in testing phase. You put those cards under different workflow state. And what the main thing you have to do is you have to limit these cards. These are the cards which are under work in progress. So you keep controlling the cards such that you deliver. Let us say you take a user story, the time taken for analysis, development, testing, deployment, and the moment it is done, the time you control the lead time by limiting more number of limiting your work in progress. More number of things are waiting here, and you are working on more ongoing items. Your completion of each of the story gets increased. So that way your lead time becomes longer. So what Kanban tells is you identify or limit your work in progress such that you pull only the items as and when they want, and you identify the work in progress items, the number of work in progress items, so that your lead time becomes shorter. So that is the main meaning, the essence of Kanban. So what normally you do in software development is you identify user stories like the way you identify in Scrum, and you write the goals of user story. How many? Is there any non-functional requirements, and what is the feature, and how many days this user story should get completed, and keep moving the user stories. How many user stories under analysis stage, and how many user stories are there in development stage, or you can even have a tasks for each user story and keep moving them. And only thing is you have to limit your WIP such that your lead time becomes effective. So that limiting WIP comes by experience. So you don't wait and deliver something in the time box iteration. Till you finish the user story and till they reach the done stage, you will measure that lead time, and then keep reducing the lead time between two successive user stories. So when do you apply Kanban in software? Scrum and XP have more rules to follow, whereas Kanban has less rules to follow. Whereas Scrum and XP has more prescriptive, Kanban is less prescriptive. Okay, but only thing you should not, it should not drive you that, since Kanban is less rules, there are no specific too many process discipline has to be ensured. We can do whatever we can do. So this compilation is important than doing something with the time box. Time should move out of Kanban. Example, supporting where you have tickets. The tickets, when you resolve ticket, different criticality of the tickets, like L1, L2, L3. So depending on the criticality of the ticket, the time take to deliver ticket also changes. So you can have a fixed time for all the tickets. So you think of using Kanban in some environment that whatever time it takes to measure the time and limit your work in progress and control.
Sorry for interrupting you. Your voice is breaking a lot.
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Sorry?
Your voice is breaking a lot. So we are getting feedback from attendees also that they are not able to hear you properly.
Are you not able to hear? Is it breaking a lot?
Yeah, they are not able to hear you properly. Yeah, it's breaking a lot.
Hello?
Can you please check the mic?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello? Yeah, it seems better now.
Yeah, can I proceed now?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, fine. So if you look at this picture, RUP, you can see how much it is prescriptive. There are some 120 rules to follow in RUP. So the same thing gets reduced in XP, Scrum. So progressively in XP it is much lesser, Scrum is even lesser, Kanban it is even lesser. Okay, so RUP is more prescriptive and Kanban is towards, it is more adaptive. So you should not get driven by the situation that you adapt Kanban because it is too much flexible. It's not like that. So you have to use a balanced approach when you are adopting Kanban. And additional things when Kanban can be applied. Kanban can be applied even when you have less people in small projects, like whereas Scrum expects 7 people and +2 or -2. Whereas Kanban, even there are less than 7 people, even 2, 3 people, 4 people are there, you can adopt Kanban. So it does not specify how many number of people have to be there in the team. Whereas Scrum, the minimum size of the team members is 7, either +2 or -2 can be based on the project characteristics. And as I discussed, Scrum, because the Kanban is more suitable in the support environment where you have more number of tickets and also less people are involved. So you don't have to always think of identifying some people and like Scrum. So whoever is there who are working on support issues, they can focus on the optimum workflow by limiting their work in progress. The key thing in Kanban is you are limiting work in progress items. So that is very, very important. So how do you manage your work in progress? How many items you limit and pull the items as and when you want? That decides your lead time of the